Hello, I'm Darren Bauer, and I have been an avid bass fisherman since I was about 5 years old. Today, I will be showing you some tips on how to prepare to go bass fishing. In this demonstration, I will be showing how to properly tie on a swivel, choosing the right setup, and baiting your line. When it comes to fishing poles and reels, they come in a variety of styles based on your personal preference. Note the difference in my fishing pole and my wife's fishing pole. Mine is a little bit taller and not as flexible. The first thing you want to do once you have your new fishing pole and your reel is you need to tie on your swivel. Swivels come in a variety of styles. One like this. This is known as a snap swivel. Has a little flap right here that allows you to close it shut like a clasp. In order to tie on your swivel onto your line, you want to take the end of your line and insert it through the eyelet of your swivel, like this. Pull a couple inches through, and now we're going to tie what is known as the improved clinch knot, also known as the fisherman's knot. You're going to take the line that you just pulled through the eyelet and you want to twist it around itself 5 or 6 times. You don't have to go crazy. The more you do does not make it that much stronger. Once you twist it around, you want to take the end of your line and you want to insert it through the little loop that was created between your line and your swivel. Once through, pull it tight. And it should come out looking like this. If your line does not come all the way to the bottom, you can just give it a little pull with your fingernails, tightened up, and pull it tight. The excess line that you have over here, you can clip that off. You can use a pair of scissors, or if you're out on the stream, recommend carrying around a little pair of nail clippers. Your swivel is now attached. Once you have your swivel on, you got to choose the right hook. The hook is depending on what type of fish you're going after. If you're wanting to keep the fish, you might want to use what is known as a bait hook. The bait hook is used for any type of live bait. In this demonstration, I'm going to be using fake worm to demonstrate how to put it on here. All you want to do with the bait hook, you take the tip, you take your worm, and you insert your worm, kind of in an accordion style, through the hook. Just make sure that if you get a bite, your worm just doesn't simply fall off. The fish actually has to work in order to get it. It can look something like that. If you plan on doing catch and release, if you don't plan on keeping your fish, you can use what is known as a circle hook. It looks like this. Note that the tip of it curves back in. This keeps the fish from typically swallowing the hook. Same concept as with the bait hook. You're going to take your worm, insert it through the tip of your hook, fold it up kind of like an accordion style, like this, and you are ready to go. The third and final one that I want to show you is known as the worm hook. It looks kind of funny, but it has this flat end right here where the hook tip actually is. This is specifically used for any type of fake bait. If you're using a worm such as this, or if you might have a rubber frog or a salamander. I'm going to be using the worm for this demonstration. What you want to do, take the tip of your hook, insert it through the very end of your worm, all the way through the flat part. When you get there, you want to curve it back out so the tip of your hook comes right back out, like this. Then what you want to do is you want to push the worm all the way up the hook so that it completely covers the eyelet and the knot at the end. Like that, should be completely covered. Once that's done, you can take your worm, you can lay it across that flat part of your hook to give you an idea of what you need to do next. You want to take your worm and fold it up. You want to take the tip of your hook and put it right through the center of the worm, up through the top, like that. Then what you want to do is you want to pull the worm just a little bit forward, and you want to tuck the tip of your hook back into the plastic. Like that. By having that tip into the back of the worm, it prevents it from getting snagged on a weed that you might encounter. But it also leaves it easy enough so that if you get a bite, the hook will pop right out and hopefully you'll catch your fish. At the end of this, you have your leader. It's a portion of string, has a loop at the end. All you need to do is take that loop, take the swivel that you just attached, put that loop through there, and snap it shut. You are ready to go. You also may need to use a sinker. A couple different types of sinkers that you may need, depending on what you're trying to do. First type is known as a bell sinker. It looks like this. Completely spins 360 degrees and has an eyelet up on top. What you can do with the bell sinker is, on the leader that you have, you'll insert your leader through the eyelet and then reattach your loop to your swivel, like this. Now your swivel can run up and down the entire length of your leader. This gives you free range of motion and allows your bait to look natural with the flowing water. What you can also use is what is known as a split shot. It looks like this. Coming up a couple different sizes. This is a fairly big one, but you have some that are as small as this. All you have to do with a split shot, it has a split end. All you need to do is take your split shot, put your line through the opening that it provides, and close it shut. I recommend carrying a pair of needle-nose pliers around. All you have to do is clamp that shut, and your swivel is now attached. That is your first basic setup. The second setup is specifically for lures. You have your swivel attached, and you can use any number of lures that are available today. You have all kinds of ones available. One like this is known as a jig. It basically, you throw it in the water, and it bounces across the bottom in hopes that you catch a fish. You have some like this. This is known as a spinner. Everything completely spins 360 degrees and has a treble hook at the end. You have some like this. This is known as a spoon, usually very flat and cylindrical in shape, the treble hook at the end. Have known one that looks like this. This is known as a crankbait. As you reel this in, this will come up to the top and this will spin around, causing a splash, and fish are very attracted to it. You could also use one that looks like this. This is a regular crankbait, all kinds of different varieties depending on where you're fishing and what type of area you are fishing in. The swivel makes that very easy. You can just attach it through each eyelet and you're ready to go. That is all the time I have for you today. These are some of the basic need-to-knows about bass fishing. I hope you find this information helpful, and one day soon you get out and you can enjoy the peacefulness of the open water. Thank you.